Right, guys, welcome to day two of the 5 day fat loss and confidence accelerator. I'm very excited for day two. So, yesterday we looked at focusing on your goals and targets to hit over the next month, 30 days, and the next year. Dogs barking next door, and the next year. And we've also broken them down into weekly goals, which is really good. Hopefully, that now makes you feel very clear on your goals. It's simplified them and you feel way more confident knowing what to do. And it's not one big massive goal like say lose 10 kilo, 20 kilo, or run a marathon. We have now broken them down into monthly goals and weekly goals, and then those can be even broken down into daily tasks. And that's what kind of today is about as well. So day two is why less is more for better sustainable results. So what we're going to cover today is basically the philosophy of doing fewer things better, focusing more of your willpower and energy onto doing less, getting a better result and building better habits in your brain, systems in your brain. So I'm going to show you that and my simple methods for your food and your exercise. And then I'm going to show you a couple of secrets that I've learned over the years in the fitness industry, being in the fitness industry for 10 years. And then I'm going to give you two tasks to actually complete. So, the key challenges that most people kind of come up against. And I know this because I've first of all gone through these mistakes and kind of thought processes, and I have helped hundreds of people get over it and then get results and actually realize that fitness is way easier and more simple than they thought. Because let's face it, folks, fitness industry, Instagram, TV, celebrities make getting fit and into better shape elusive, and it seems so difficult and hard trying these mad diets or mad fitness regimes, but it's actually not. If you do less consistently, you'll get way better results. Less is more. So a lot of people struggle because they get some progress and then they lose that progress because they've done too much and then they give up. Life gets in the way. That's also a big problem for people. And then a lot of people don't have time to prep, track, train because of work, family, and then their social life because they're taking on too much, usually. Like if your brain and your life is like 90% full, if you then throw in a new fitness regime and diet plan and it's taking up like 50% or 80% of your willpower, it's not going to work. You should be only taking in less but being able to do more of it. And then when you get used to doing less, add on a little bit of complexity or a new habit then after that. So when you nail one habit, add on another one. When you start going to the gym twice a week for a half an hour, that's grand. Maybe you're gonna go for a third week then after a month. Sorry, not a third week, a third day in the week after a month for another half an hour. So it's 3 days a week then. Not saying to yourself, go from zero to hero to never going to the gym or going maybe randomly every now and again to going promising yourself, I'm gonna go 6 days a week now to the gym. It'll be great. I'll do a spin class and I'll lift weights. Bullshit. You're not gonna do it. A lot of us get short-term motivation and they go really intense and then they get bad long-term consistency. It doesn't exist. Nobody can go crazy hard at it and then keep that going. Even professional UFC fighters like Conor McGregor, you see them strip down and go crazy hard. They do that in an 8-week camp before they actually have a fight, and then they go back to normal. They put on the weight, the normal weight that they should be at, the healthy weight, and then they don't keep those things up. A lot of people are fine during the week, and then the weekend slip ups come, and then they give up. So they slip up and give up. That's a bad, or they at least give up till Monday. They have a slip up on Friday, and they say, so what's the point? I'll start again on Monday. Shouldn't be like that. You're throwing the toys out of your pram and you're having an all or nothing attitude. That's what the problem is. And that's what this figure is for here. You see it on the right, the cartoon. A lot of people have uh, perfection and then failure, and there's no in between. So they're either 0% on their healthy program and goals, or they're 100% on their goals, and there's no in between. And you know what the secret is? The secret I was talking about? The secret is going even 1% better than yesterday. And the sweet spot is actually between 50 and 70%. If you can be between 50 and 70% on plan and doing well on your program, you're doing very, very well, because that's consistency. That creates consistency. And that's the sweet spot. Like through scientific studies and psychology, through body transformation, that's the sweet spot. Being 50 and 70% consistent with your training, with your eating program and new lifestyle. So restriction also leads to binging, because you're all or nothing. And binging can, you know, really mess things up because you're consuming too many calories. So the key principles of success: 99% of plans make you do too much and then make you feel responsible when life inevitably gets in the way. Whereas it shouldn't be like that. We should be planning for our life getting in the way and work around it and be able to maneuver without feeling bad. The imperfect plan done daily is far, far better than the perfect plan done sometimes in the week or on and off in the year. So a lot of people train for summer, to go on holiday, and they put the weight back on, go back to normal. Then they might want to do the same again for Christmas. So there's kind of those two parts of the year where people want to get into shape. But you can be in shape all the time, and you can just chip away and making yourself better each time by even 1%. And I'll explain that a little bit later, the secret of 1% better each day. Exercise gives our calories some use. So when we exercise, we're just using that field. So that's really good. Exercise also supports your metabolism and builds up muscle and strength, which is really, really good. And it's literally the fountain of youth and your happiness. Because when you build muscle, like, don't be afraid of building muscle and strength and lifting weights. You're not going to turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger. That takes years of dedication, steroids, and, years of dedication, like obsession. But you should be dedicating at least 2 days a week to doing full body resistance training, because they're now using that for bone density for people in old folks' homes and all like that. It's unbelievable, the science that's coming out, the benefits of building muscle. And I'm not saying cardio is bad, but you have to mix it all up. If you're doing cardio all the time, that's great, but you're going to lose muscle. You're not going to build upper body strength. You need all this stuff to be better, be useful, build a good body that looks good, feels good, and gets you good results, and you're more useful in life as well. Not to mention that you just look great naked, and even with your favorite clothes on when you build muscle. Food gives us energy, enjoyment, pleasure, community when we're eating with family, our friends, break of bread, taste, nourishment, calories. Like, the only way to lose weight is when you have a negative calorie balance or a calorie deficit. But you can improve that. You can cause that by improving your habits overall and improving your lifestyle, sleeping better, eating slowly, eating more protein and fiber, vegetables, and then exercise and being more active. That will naturally get you into a calorie deficit without needing to weigh and track every morsel of food you eat, which is what I'm not really for. It works, yeah, but I'm not really for that. I'm really for improving your habits, and it'll happen anyway. So we can minimize your hunger by improving your habits as well. Eating slowly, eating to 80% full, and training your body to do that, basically. So habits and the ripple effect. So one small habit done daily, like for example, forming a workout done before breakfast, leads to a better breakfast choice. That leads to a better feeling better at work and at home. That leads to losing maybe half a kilo that week, and that leads to getting a compliment, reinforcing that, and then that leads to compound progress, which is the key. A lot of people think that one small habit won't be enough, but it's massively powerful because it leads to much more without you even realizing. So put all that effort into building that one habit, and it'll have an unconscious ripple effect into other parts of your life. So you're kind of getting more bang for your buck that way. So 1% better each day, the compound effect, the power of tiny gains. So 1% better each day for 365 days, you'll be in a year, you'll be 37% healthier, better, and 37% closer to your goal. And it takes very little effort to do 1% each day. And it could be literally having one better meal per day. It could be eating slowly for those meals per day. It could be doing a 4-minute workout in that day. And that's going to take very little of your time. And has a much better effect, positive effect, than a negative. Than as you can see here. So 1% worse every day is not going to have a major impact on your life. But 1% better will. So task for today, task one for today is going to be your minimum win, or your non-negotiable, is what I like to call it. So grab your pen and paper, press pause in a second, and then you're going to rewrite these down. And then I'm going to give you examples now. So you need to have clear targets that counts as your win for each day for food and exercise. So for example, for food, write this down. I will still win for the day if I, for example, eat slowly, or if I eat protein at every meal, or if I prepare my meals or plan my meals, whatever it is. Figure that out, what you want to do. I recommend eat slowly. It's a great habit for most people. If you already eat slowly, choose something else, maybe eating vegetables. So even if all else fails, you'll know you're still gonna feel good and you're still gonna win if you do that little minimum habit for nutrition. So for exercise, here it is. I will still win for the day if I get my 10k steps in per day. Let's say shit hits the fan and you just cannot get to the gym. You can't be really good with your diet. So you're gonna promise yourself those two. And they're gonna be solid habits for the rest of your life that will benefit you for the rest of your life. And you'll never need to worry about a fitness plan again or a nutrition or diet program again, because you'll have these solid. These will last forever because they're gonna be embedded in your brain and lifestyle and become habits. So this is when you have a rough day, you feel stressed, shit hits the fan. You can rely on these two minimum non-negotiables wins for the day that'll still help you feel confident, on track, and in control with your plan. So task number 2, the traffic light map. So this puts you in control again and enables you to live and still stay on track. I know that's unheard of in the fitness industry, but your diet and traffic light map is on the left here. So you shouldn't expect every day to be perfect. That is absolutely naive. And if you lose a day or a meal, for example, and shit hits the fan, nothing goes well, you can still win the week by doing this. So in the week, Monday to Sunday, you should have 2 green days. That's where you have really good, perfect days. And if you're really busy Monday to Friday, you can choose Saturday and Sunday to do this when you're off. So that's where you have planned meals. You have your gym session in and you're getting 7 hours sleep. So if you can do that twice a week, that's 2 green days basically. Amber days are basically okay days. They're not great like your green day, but they're okay. They're doable, or they're okay. So that's your amber day. You can do that for 4 days per week. So that's maybe where you've gone for a meal out, you had to eat off plan, but you've still managed to eat slowly. And then maybe a home workout. You're forming a home workout because you couldn't get to the gym. Or even if you do get to the gym, you haven't got the energy and you feel really bad. At least you got to the gym and did a 10-minute, warm up, and then you left. That's better than perfect and absolutely smashing your workout on a green day, for example. Then you have 1 day per week where you have a red day, and that's where you go totally off plan and you mess things up, and you're allowed to allow yourself to do that. So grab your pen and paper for this, press pause, and redo this traffic light system. Write down Monday to Friday, plan your week, and mark what day will be your 2 green days, your 4 amber days, and your 1 red day where you kind of go totally off plan. If you have this down, and you're not going to fail, it's very, very doable and it's not too drastic. So post your results in the group, guys. So what you've done for task 1, your minimum that you can still win, and your non-negotiable that you can still feel like a winner during the day. So for nutrition and exercise. And then task 2, your traffic light map. What you've planned Monday to Friday, what days you've chosen to do for your 2 green days, the 3 habits you're going to follow, your 4 amber days, the okay habits that are like okay, but not perfect, but not bad, and then your 1 bad day. What day you're going to choose? Maybe a Saturday or a Friday. And when you allow yourself to do this, you feel in control and you don't throw the toys out of the pram and have that all or nothing attitude, because you can meet yourself halfway and you get away with doing even 20% and not 100%, and you'll still feel good. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys, where we're going to be looking at confidence and your consistency, the key ingredient for your success. The secret is, guys, that you don't have to be perfect all the time. And that's what I've learned over the years. And that's what I've learned from some of the best coaches in the industry over the years. And I've done some coaches have coaches, believe it or not. And I've learned that it's not as complicated. Getting and being successful and getting into great shape, sustaining that, is not rocket science. It's simple. You just have to get that into your head, guys. It's simple. And build muscle. So here it is, right? Here it is. What we need: sleep decently most of the time, eat decently most of the time, train decently most of the time. And you can be consistent with that. So that means maybe sleeping getting to bed before 12, 5 days a week, and sleeping for 6 to 7 hours. And then for nutrition, it could be eating slowly to 80% full all the time, and eating a lot of protein and then veg. And then adding in some ice cream and chocolate if you want as well, and beers on the weekends. That's grand. Just don't try not binge. And if you do, get back on straight away the next day. And then for training, if you can do full body workout for 30 minutes twice a week, you're laughing. If you can do that forever, you're laughing. And I think everybody can definitely do that forever. That's it, folks. Over and out. See you tomorrow for day 3.